and welcome back to my brand new channel, Inexpensive Beauty. And it is Nikki, the Mohawk Maiden, your girl. And this is the number 5 video in my summer skin series where I'm going to show you quick, easy, and inexpensive ways to take care of your skin during the summer. You guys know that we show our skin during the summer. We're showing our legs, we're showing our arms, we're showing our backs. But the thing that we show all the time is our face. So I'm going to show you how to make a series of masks. And my first mask today is the Honey and Aspirin Mask. I'm actually going to use my daughter, Kristen, to help me with this process. And the reason I chose the Honey and Aspirin Mask is because it is great. It is a universal mask that can be used on any skin type. So we're going to start with something that everybody can use. My daughter, I'm going to bring her in so you can see her. She is a very brown girl and she tends to break out a lot. And this is good for her because she breaks out so much that she needs to make sure that she keeps her skin very clean and very clear. And besides washing every day, she needs to make sure that she exfoliates her face. So we're going to do the honey mask on her very quickly. I'm going to show you the products that I'm going to use. The first product, of course, is honey. And I got this from Publix for like $2. And I was informed by my daughter, because she is actually an aspiring chef, I should say, that honey is the only food that does not spoil. I did not know that. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to use our BC. And we're going to use BC powdered aspirin because aspirin is an anti-inflammatory. So this is great for when you have like really big pimples, or maybe you have a pimple that's burst or is very agitated. And in place of the actual aspirin, you can also use cinnamon. So we're going to do the aspirin tonight, and I'll show you the cinnamon another time. So we're going to use aspirin tonight. The next thing we're going to use is a white cloth that has been heated up for about 20 seconds, as you guys can see in the microwave. And the reason I recommend a white washcloth is because it is free of dyes and it is cotton. A lot of time when you have sensitive skin, you should not wash your face with a colored washcloth because the dye can actually agitate your skin. So we're going to do a white washcloth because she has very sensitive skin. And I think that's it with all my supplies. Oh, I almost forgot one very important thing. We have a toothbrush, and this is a spinning head toothbrush. And I recommend getting a brand new toothbrush for any type of facials that you are going to do. But if you cannot afford a brand new toothbrush, everyone has bleach. Take your toothbrush and clean it very well. Soak it in bleach overnight. Make sure that you kill all the bacteria and germs in it, and then run it under hot water. Or you can actually take the head or the attachment off and bleach and run, not bleach, but take a little bit of water, put it in a pot, and put some bleach in it and boil it for about 20 minutes. And sterilize the toothbrush very well. And the reason I recommend an Oral-B toothbrush is because it has a rotating head. And right now they're selling these like really fancy zit removers. They're supposed to be skin clearers, massagers, exfoliators, and they're huge. But if you look at them, they're this, nothing but this, a rotating head on a brush of some sort. So do not spend $30, $40, $50, some are even $100 on those things. Get you a revolving Oral-B toothbrush, and hint, they are always on sale at CVS. So get you one of these. And we're going to start right now. So I'm going to bring my model in, who is Kristen Joseph, and we'll be right back with the video. Okay, so we are back, and you see our model, Kristen Joseph, and we've tied her hair back in a scarf as not to, get any of the excess honey or aspirin in her hair or on her hairline. As you can see, she is a brown to medium dark skin complected girl, very, very pretty. Her skin is very, very clear, but she is prone to breakouts. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to handle her skin accordingly. And you probably just won't see my face, but you hear my voice, so we'll go from there. So the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our water in our cloth, and we're actually going to sit this on her face because we want to open up her pores. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to have her tilt her head back just a little, and we are going to place the cloth on her face. And this will just allow us to kind of like open her pores. We're going to like pat it just a little to make sure that that moisture is in or getting into her skin and is opening up her pores, because we want to open up her pores as we're doing this. It makes no sense to exfoliate your skin and your pores aren't open. I recommend that you make this cloth steamy but comfortable as far as the heat on it. I only recommend 20 to 30 seconds in the microwave. And a white washcloth, like I said before. So we're going to leave that on. And while we're doing that, we're going to go ahead and we are going to mix up our honey and our aspirin. And what I'm going to do very quickly is just take and put a little bit of our honey onto this plate. And I only recommend about, I don't know, 3 or 4 drops, not a lot. And as you can see, this honey has a little bit of grit to it, which I actually like because we don't use honey that often unless one of us is sick. So this is a little bit of grit, which is also going to be great for an exfoliator. Can you guys see that? And the next thing we're going to do is we are going to put a little BC powder in our honey mix. And BC powder comes like this. See that? And it's very powdery and fine. It also has a little bit of grit, so naturally you're creating an exfoliator automatically. So what we're going to do is we are going to open our BC powder. And for some odd reason, they wrap it like really, really tight. I guess so that it doesn't spill out or anything like that. But, okay, so there it is. That's our BC powder. And I don't recommend opening this on the street or anything like that. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to dump that in. So there you have it. It's our honey and we have our BC powder and just a little bit of water. Just a little. Just a little bit of water. You guys see that? Just a little. And then we're going to go ahead and mix it up really quick with our blood. And it smells like really, really good. So now we have like a gritty, fine paste, and we want it to be gritty. So it looks like that, gritty paste that we have made. We're going to go ahead and apply this to her skin, and her skin should pretty much be open. Her pores should be open. Her skin should be moist, and this is the kind of setting or the kind of environment that we need to make our mask efficient, to make sure that it does what it's supposed to do. So we're going to go ahead and take this off. And we are going to apply the honey mask using our fingers. And like I said before, make sure your skin is moist and make sure your hands are clean. So we're going to go ahead and just lightly apply it. And it is very gritty. So we're going to make sure we get this all over her face. And the reason we're going to go ahead and put this on in this fashion is because we're exfoliating as well as getting it into her pores, which are already open. And we can also apply the amount that we think is sufficient for this. And while I'm doing this, we are going to massage your skin. So what we're doing now is we're just taking the scrub and we're just making sure that we get it deep into her pores. We're going to make sure we scrub all the areas that are excessive oily. She's laughing, but her nose gets very oily. She plays basketball, and she's very sweaty. My daughter's a very sweaty person. So this takes care of her skin in so many ways. So now that she has a mask on her face, I'm going to bring her face in a little more so you can see how it glistens. See that? I hope you guys can see that a little better. But right now, her face should be feeling a little tight because it's going to dry. Yep, it's starting to dry. So her face will feel very tight and very stiff and firm. You want that. You want to leave your mask on for about 10 minutes. And while you're doing that, I don't know, sing, cook, do whatever you want. But after about 10 minutes, you want to go ahead and wash this off. So we'll be right back. Molly's going to wash this mask off. And we recommend that you use warm water. You don't want to use hot water because okay, so Molly has pretty much washed all of the mask off. In fact, she's washed it all off, and her skin, as you can tell, is very nice, very smooth, very firm. And once you have done this, your skin is very, very clean. So I'm just going to go ahead and just wipe around some of the areas that I think I might feel a little bit of grit or it's sticky. Just make sure that you get all of the mask off of your face. And as you can see, I mean, her skin is absolutely beautiful. It is clear. And what you're going to do is you're going to put a little bit of moisturizer on your skin, I recommend Pond's. Can you guys see that? There we go. Pond's skin cream, and I just do like a couple of dollops. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And I don't use a lot because her skin is very oily. I just pretty much just rub it in. And this is a very heavy cream. And because her skin is so oily, I don't have a lighter moisturizer. But if your skin is very oily, I recommend that you get a lighter moisturizer. If you do not have one, you can let it sit for about, I don't know, 30 seconds. Absorb it into your skin and just very lightly go over it so that you don't have the greasy feel, but the moisturizer has pretty much sunken into your skin. Now, of course, I didn't leave it on as long as I should have, but if you have very oily skin, I recommend a very light moisturizer, but make sure afterwards you moisturize your face. And as you can see, her skin is very beautiful. Molly is just a beautiful, dark-skinned girl, but her skin is so sensitive and she is prone to breakouts. So I would recommend this to anyone who has very sensitive skin because, like I said before, aspirin is an anti-inflammatory, so it can take care of any of the blemishes or any of the irritation that you may have on your face from sweating, pimples, blemishes, scars, bug bites especially, because you can get bit on your face from a bug. And also, the honey is an antibacterial because it makes hydrogen peroxide. So once again, this is beautifully inexpensive, and look at Molly, our beautiful model. And like I said before, it is okay to be beautiful, but how are we going to do it? We're going to do it inexpensively, and you guys have a good night.